full time from the Asmira Stadion in Norway. And it's finished. Bodo Glimt 2, Tottenham 2 yet again. Another poor performance which we somehow get something out of. And just, again, it was another diabolical performance from Spurs tonight. I mean, we had Wolves on the weekend. That was just an absolutely terrible game from Spurs. Played terrible in that game. And we somehow got a point out of it. And then, of course, you've got tonight. Tonight was probably worse than Saturday, to be honest. And obviously, we somehow got a point out of it. I mean, it was just absolutely crap from start to finish. Literally shitting our pants against Bodo Glimt. Literally, we were just parking the bus for the whole game. You think if we were parking the bus, we'd be playing like PSG or Bayern or Real Madrid, whoever. But no. We were playing Bodo Glimt. Bodo fucking Glimt. I mean, Jesus Christ. It was just absolutely terrible. I mean, generally, Bodo, they could have easily, I think, been 2-0 up at half time. Obviously, they had the penalty, which Bentancur, by the way, bloody hell, what was he doing? Rodrigo Bentancur just gives away a stupid penalty, which luckily was missed by the number 9 for Bodo Glimt. Blasted it pretty much out of the stadium, pretty much. And that was just a massive let-off. And then, I mean, even though we were sat back and limiting Bodo's chances, Bodo was still creating chances anyway. I remember that Patrick Berg, the number 7 for Bodo Glimt, he had a good chance before half-time where he kissed the side net, where the ball just kissed the side net in. I mean, a few of the Bodo fans behind the goal thought they'd scored, but it was just a really poor first half from Spurs, with too defensive. You know, there was just nothing going forward at all. And, you know, I literally said to myself in the shower that we needed to bring Kudus and Simmons on. I mean, eventually they did come on, but I feel like they should have came on at half-time, in my opinion. I think they came on in the 60th minute. And to be fair, I mean, they came on in the 60th minute. And obviously, eventually, we go 1-0 down. I think this was actually before the changes. I'm not 100% sure, can't remember. But we do go 1-0 down. Bodo Glimt is playing through us, really. From one of their players plays into another player. Saad just missing the ball. And of course, they play it out wide to Haug, I think his name is. He's fucking just playing with Porra like he's a bloody, what's it called? Like it's a yo-yo, and he puts it in the back of the net. Bodo Glimt go 1-0 up. And I was like, I literally just said to myself, like, in my head, that they just deserved that, because they really did deserve to go 1-0 up. That is how crap Spurs were. And then, of course, the second goal, Jesus Christ, don't even get me started on the second goal. Literally, the ball comes to Vicario, he just hoofs it away. It's an absolutely terrible clearance. And, I mean, Jed Spence, I mean, does some fucking terrible turn, thinking that he's bloody Maradona or something, or Ronaldinho. They get the ball, out wide it goes to Haug, and then he curls it into the back of the net, and then boom, it's 2-0 Bodo Glimt. And also as well, by the way, the amount of times that we just gave the ball away was bloody ridiculous. It was just every time we were just kicking the ball straight back to him. It was just like every time they missed an opportunity, or we defended it, we defended it away, we were just like, oh no, don't worry, come back and have another go. Like, gee. Sorry, it's heard some random noise. But literally just the amount of times we just kept giving the ball away was a bloody joke. I mean, obviously, eventually we did score I mean, we did score originally, but it was disallowed for a foul, which was probably the right call in the end, to be honest. And of course, we eventually did score from Van de Ven's header. And I was like, oh, bloody hell, finally, because we weren't really creating much. I mean, to be fair, when Simmons and Kudus came on, we did look a bit better going forward. Then, of course, we did get the equaliser. Archie Gray only played 8 minutes, by the way, tonight. And he did quite well, to be fair. I mean, maybe could be a potential starter on Saturday away at Leeds. Who knows? But his ball into Richarlison, I mean, the keeper, I think, came for it, thinking I just punched up, just pushed the ball into their defender. It ends up going in the back of the net, and somehow Spurs get a point. Which is just mad, to be honest, how we got a point, because we really did not deserve to get a point. Because, like I said, really, and like I've said throughout this whole reaction, Bodo Glimt were the better team. They battered us from start to finish. And, I mean, like I said, they could have been at least 2-0 up at half time. But I just don't really know what's going on at Spurs at the moment. Something just isn't clicking at the moment. I mean, especially up front. I think up front is where our problems are at the moment. Johnson, again, just didn't really do much. Richarlison, again, didn't really do anything. And I'll tell you what, the midfield tonight, I mean, was just really poor. I mean, I wanted Sarr to start tonight. Sarr did start. I was quite happy, but he looked quite poor, to be honest. He looked quite poor tonight, to be honest. And yeah, but I mean, to be honest as well, I mean, I did see a lot of people after the Wolves game criticising Vicario, and I was like, let's just calm down here, it's only one game. But from looking at him tonight, I can kind of understand where the criticism's coming from, because I remember Bodo Glimt had a chance early on, and like Vicario could have easily just caught the ball, and he just made a massive deal over it. He literally just went and just tipped it over the bar. I'm like, mate, just catch the ball, it's not that hard. And I mean, to be fair, after watching Kinski's performance against Doncaster, I don't know, I said in the preview that it is only Doncaster, but I don't know, maybe Kinski should be getting some more minutes potentially, because Vicario in the last 2 games, Wolves and tonight, wasn't really great, to be fair. I mean, yeah, Vicario made some good saves at times to keep us in the game. But I don't know, with Vicario, he is just kind of struggling at the moment. I mean, we're just struggling as a team overall at the moment. And on paper, we should be going to Bodo Glimt and winning. And obviously we didn't, but, fair play to Bodo Glimt, because they probably should have won the game, in my opinion. But I mean, like I said, I just don't really know what's going on with Spurs at the moment. And things have really got to change now. Because obviously we've got Leeds on the weekend, which is it is a winnable game, but Leeds have been doing quite well at the moment. And yeah, I mean, plus as well, I think after Leeds, the fixtures don't get easy. I think we've got Newcastle in the Carabao Cup. I think we've got Arsenal, Chelsea, United. Then we've got Monaco in the Champions League as well. We've got some really tough games upcoming, so things have got to change on Saturday. We've got to get back to winning ways, pull out a good performance at Ellen Road, silence their fans, because you just know what Leeds fans can be like. They can be all losing and stuff like that. But yeah, anyway, I'm going to end the video here. Poor performance in Spurs tonight, and hopefully we can bounce back with a win on Saturday.